Hi, and welcome to my tutorial about femme drawing in TFA style. First of all, I'm sorry about my English, but as you can see, I'm not, so I'll do my best to be understandable. In this tutorial, I'm just going to present you the usual femme style of drawing I do for OCs. I'm not going to go into seekers because there is a lot of difference between the two and I don't really have much of experience in it yet. The first thing you do when you're trying to create a femme is to get the overall shape of a female. So you start for the head, try to get a good pose. Again, I'm just doing the regular one because, you know, there's sexy femmes and ugly femmes. For example, Slipstream and Strika, or however you call her. So, I'm just going to do the regular style. It's really not that hard to get. Depends a lot on the feeling you want and the pose, because you know that tells a lot about the character. Again, I'm not teaching you anatomy or anything because that's not for this tutorial. Here I'm just going to show you how to draw femme. I do realize my camera isn't very good, but that's all I got at the moment. So I'll try to be simple. Well, there we have the regular femme pose, and first thing I do before I start really designing her is I think, who is this character? What's its personality? What's its function? What's its history? For example, if I want this character to be neutral, I'm not going to give her any visual word design. For example, it's not a thick armor, it's not too volatile, and it's not exactly very functional. Also, I'd imagine a neutral would want to be a simple bot and pretty, I guess. So I'm going to go for a roundish face shape. In TFA, most femmes actually have roundish features, but there are the exceptions. For example, RC has a very roundish face, but Elita 1 has a lot more oval sort of face. Drawing the eyes. Now, if you want to start for the helm, you start for the helm. If you want to start with the chassis, you start with chassis. Whatever, it's whichever comes to you first. And if it comes first, I suggest you draw it right away before it goes away. Even if it sucks, you draw it down, and maybe later you'll be able to change something inside a drawing and making it look a lot better. So, femmes have what you call female lips. I don't really like to draw them, but it helps a lot to distinguish in TFA drawings. The noses, you hardly ever see them because they're usually very small, and you can hardly ever notice them that much. The audios, however, are usually visible, either triangular or roundish. That's the usual shapes I've been finding. But again, it's all about how you want it. Okay, so let's see. Some people ask if I draw the alt form first or the robot form first. Usually I draw the robot first because that's the model I like the most. It's the robot mode. But there are some exceptions where I look at the car first, or motorcycle or airplane or whatever she is. Most of the time this is just about playing with shapes. You really have to imagine and try out different feels for these things. Because, you know, they always surprise you a lot better if you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes they come good, sometimes they come bad. Another detail about the face that can really help you making them look femme is to end the eyes and the surrounding area of the eyes, black area, with a sharp little corner right there. Not exactly that they have it, but it helps a lot because women usually have makeup, and by coincidence or not, they usually do that little sharp corner, and it helps a person to remember a female when they're watching this character. Right. Usually people say that when drawing robots, the trick is to draw a lot of details.